Bonjour and welcome. Today, I want to invite you into something very simple and at the same time very deep. It might feel a little uncomfortable at first, maybe even a bit strange, and that's okay. Just stay with me. We are going to do an art exercise together. We are going to write a love letter, not to someone else, to yourself. I know that can bring resistance. You may hear a voice saying, it feels self indulgent, or I don't know how to do that. I understand. But here is something I know for sure. Most of us have never received a love letter from the person we spend our whole life with, ourselves. We know how to judge ourselves. We know our mistakes. We remember what we didn't do well and what we should have done differently, but how often do we take the time to look at ourselves with tenderness, to acknowledge everything we have lived, everything we have carried, everything we have become? Today, we change that. In the next 20 minutes, I gently guide you through this process. I will show you where to begin, how to structure your letter, and most importantly, how to let it come from a true place. You don't need to be a writer. You don't need beautiful words. You don't need to do it right. You only need to be honest and willing to meet yourself with a little softness. Are you ready? Let's begin. So before you write the actual love letter, we are not going to start directly in the beautiful version. First, we gather the truth. You are going to take a separate piece of paper, and this is going to be your rough page, okay? No aesthetic, no pressure, just honesty. We are going to answer a few questions. I'm going to show it to you after, and your answers will become sentences inside your love letter. Just write freely. And I'm going to show you exactly right now what are the questions. So take some paper and follow me. First question or first part, how I am really, like we have to be super honest, right? Really doing right here, right now. So how I am feeling these days, what feels heavy, what feels confusing, and where am I tired? Perhaps you are going to ask yourself, perhaps those questions are not going to resonate with you, but I want you to take some time just to be super, super, super honest, okay? How are you really doing? Not what other people want you to be. How are you feeling deep down yourself, if you want to be true to yourself? So pause the video and answer those questions without editing, okay? And I will explain later what we are going to do with the answer. Question number 2. What I am handling that no one sees, right? What I am carrying silently. What decision have I had to make recently? Wow, this one. What I have survived that I don't talk about. Right? Survive. That I don't talk about. And where have I shown shown up even when it was hard. Again, write down the question, feel them. It's not going to make you perhaps comfortable. Perhaps you're going to feel emotion coming up, and it's okay. You have to allow them to show up, okay? And after you write how you feel. So pause the video and take some time for yourself. Third part. Where am I still judging myself? Can you relate this one? Judging. We feel it, huh? Okay, so question. What am I still ashamed of? What do I keep repeating or replaying? Where do I think I should have known better? Oh, this is a big one for me. Where do I think I should have known better? And the last question. So this question is to guide you, right? Where was I just trying to survive? I have chills. So again, take your time where I am still judging myself. Pause the video. Take the time you need to do this exercise. Be gentle with yourself. And when you are ready, come back here for the next step. We have 2 more steps. What do I need right now? So important. The woman, we often think about other people before we think about us, right? So what do I need right now? So some question to assist you to answer this big question. What do I need more of? What boundary is asking to be set? What would choosing myself look like this month? That's a good one. Okay, last one. What would make me feel safer? Inside my own life. Okay. Pause the video and take some time to reflect on that and to answer, what do I need right now? What do I believe is still possible for me? So now go back to your answer, and the first one is how I am really doing. So now you are going to turn those sentences into loving sentences. I'm going to give you some example. Watch the video, and after you will put pause and take some time to turn your sentences into loving sentences. So for example, instead of I am exhausted, so if you wrote I am exhausted, you're going to write, so you're going to, like, talking to a friend, what advice you will give her, or how you will be compassionate toward her. So I see how tired you have been lately. right? It's what you are going to say to your friend if she says, I'm exhausted. You are going to not encourage her, but to acknowledge what she's feeling, but also at the same time be compassionate and say, it's okay. I see you. I see how you have been tired, how you have been working hard and taking on a lot of things. So if you wrote another example, I feel lost, well, I see that you are navigating uncertainty, and it's not easy. So put pause and take some time to rewrite your sentences. Second part, honor me, the validation. So I want you now to look at what you wrote about what you are handling and turn it into appreciation. So instead of I've been dealing with everything alone, right? You have been carrying so much quietly and you keep going. Instead of I made a harsh or hard decision, write gentleness, compassionate sentence. You chose courage even when it was uncomfortable. That is going to build self-respect. I'll let you pause now the video. Forgive me, the compassion. So now return to the places of judgment. Take one or two and sentences and turn them into understanding. And instead of I should have left earlier, you can write you stayed because you hoped you were doing the best you could with what you knew. Instead of I messed up, write you were learning. So again, take those sentences that you wrote and write them with compassion, with forgiveness. It's not pretending that it didn't matter, but it's removing the punishment. You can pause the video now and take your time you need for this part. Believe in me, the faith. Now bring in your future. Take your answers about possibility. Write, I believe in your ability to, or you are more capable than you remember. Or when you trust yourself, things move. This section is a section where you are going to expand yourself. I will see you for the next part. Before we write our love letter, let's prepare the background for it. Take a white page. Choose a medium you feel drawn to. It can be crayons, acrylic paint, or watercolor. Then choose a color you love, a color that feels soft, comforting, a color you are in love with. Now cover the page with that color, and once the page is covered, let it dry. Give it a few minutes, then we will come back and write our love letter to ourselves. Now that you have been writing your loving sentences on that first sheet of paper, you are going to take a new page. This page will become your love letter. So use the notes you just wrote and turn them into sentences that you are going to address to yourself. You are going to use I, right? I see how much you have endured. I see all the suffering you are going through. So write a love letter to yourself, but not about yourself. Imagine you are speaking to someone you care deeply, right? And let the words come naturally. They don't need to be perfect. They don't need to sound poetic. You just let the letter flow. Write 1 page, 2 pages, or whatever feels right. Take your time, and when you feel complete, you pause, you come back, and you are going to circle, to underline, or 1 or 2 sentences that touch you the most. And we will use those words in the next step of the process of your art piece. So, this is the moment where your words meet your heart. I'm going to show you my process, how I place the words, how I let them interact with the colors, how the piece slowly comes together. As you will see, I also like to use recycled materials. I keep little boxes at home, and before throwing colorful paper or plastic away, I cut it into pieces and I sort it by color and put them in a. I have 4 boxes, 4 or 5. So today I'm using pieces from my red, pink, and purple box, as you see. You can add anything that feels right to you: paper, packaging, small textures, pieces of color that catch your eye, or you can only use watercolor or acrylic and drawing if you don't want to use a collage. So it's just a technique that I wanted to share with you. Um, so remember, there is no right way to do this. Your words can be big or small. You can write the whole letter in the background and draw on top of it, or you can do a collage as you see, or an expression of your art with some wording, and write the full letter in the back, whatever feels right to you. Um, so let really your intuition guide you. Your words came from a place of honesty and care, and that already makes them powerful. So trust your hands, trust your process, because every time you choose to speak to yourself with kindness, you are not just making art, you are building a more loving relationship with yourself.